Arudia, an ancient land where gods walk among men. A living, breathing high fantasy world that we want to put into your hands. But we cannot do this alone. In order to bring you back to what tabletop is all about, combat, exploration, adventure, we need your help to bring it to life. By supporting us on Patreon, you can support this project and the cast of Moonskull, with our promise that we will answer to the only people that matter. You. Legend Seeker. Your legend starts here. Forge your path. Shape your destiny.
On last week's edition of Horror on the Orient Express, a fateful night aboard the Orient Express nearly proved fatal as the Comte Fenelek showed his true form as a voracious vampire. Singling Jimmy out in his cabin proved unproductive, as Jimmy was too nimble for even this creature of the night. Nevertheless, the investigators sprang into action, procuring garlic to ward off Fenelek's attacks. They made their way back to the Forgan to retrieve their weapons, but not before Fenelek almost pulled India off the train. Soon after, a thrall of Fenelek attempted to blast Walter into the next life, only to strike the simulacrum and send himself in Walter's place. Encounters in the cathedral car led to the killings of 2 innocents aboard the train and some ineffective use of holy water. However, a particularly insightful epiphany from Camellia revealed that the fiend's coffin was somewhere aboard the train. Searching once again in the rear Forgan, our heroes found Fenelek's coffin, prompting a panicked response. Battle ensued, resulting in the near death of poor Jimmy and the ultimate staking of Fenelek, ending 1,000 years of history in an instant. Can the investigators account for the deaths aboard the train? What awaits them in Constantinople? Let's find out in tonight's episode of Horror on the Orient Express.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Horror on the Orient Express. I am your illustrious, I'm not going to be a rude, I'm just your game master. I'm your keeper of arcane lore.
You
I'm
have
Moss,
your credentials,
in case you don't
sir?
know. Do have the papers. No, I don't have my credentials, but I am your keeper of arcane lore, at least for now. Unless, a meteor falls from the sky. But the more important thing here is the
Meteor?
cast, which surrounds me. And we are sadly short one Jimmy tonight. So I guess I'm going to have to be the one to make the terrible decisions for the evening for him. But we'll go around to the rest of these poor souls and say hello. Let's start with Nomi. How are you this evening?
I'm doing really good. I was just going to interject when you're saying, like, I get to play as Jimmy. I was going to say, as long as you don't kiss me, we're okay. But yes, I'm doing really good. I already had dinner, but I have dessert. And it's banana pudding. So it's Moss's favorite dessert.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say something else, but I realized that's going to be taken out of context, so I decided no.
Why is that stopping you now? Come on.
You've said so many things at this point.
I have said
cinemas.
Thank you, Shadow Warden, for the membership. Thank you.
I was going to say I have a little bit of moss in here.
Wow. You
because
know what?
Of the banana or the butter?
The cinnamon.
I'm gonna leave
both.
that alone. I'm gonna leave it alone.
See, you told me. I tried to stop it.
Why not both? Yeah.
See, I thought it was
after it.
I thought it was shortbread.
Ooh, that would have been good.
Wow.
Shortbread's good.
Hold on. I did go to the panaderia earlier today, so I did get an almond cookie shortbread.
Nice.
Perfect. Now, just institute that into your bowl of banana pudding, and you'll be all set. It'll be like me to bowl. But speaking of, I got nothing. JT, how are you?
Fantastic.
Good to hear. I'm glad.
Somebody comedy there.
Nomi got an error 404.
What?
Keep going.
Wow.
I have no idea what's going on. JT, what's going on in your life? How you been, man? It's been a week.
Yeah, everything's fantastic.
Good.
Wonderful.
All right. Building straight off of that, we say hi to Frost. How are you, Frost?
I am doing really well. I've had a crazy week. Still working right now, but as we discussed backstage, it's passive work. I just fire and forget and come back to it 2.5 hours later and see if I broke everything. If I get angry emails, then I know I broke it beforehand. Oh dear. But I'm looking forward to seeing what will come from our heroic and questionable actions, according to the universe, probably. Because,
that was questionable.
Well, because nobody can exactly tell what we did, so it's going to be entertaining. There's just a lot of dust and blood and heads and stuff and a dead guard.
None of them have our fingerprints on them.
True, but
they're not our fault.
We'll just have to see how it goes. It does look a little suspicious given the lack of evidence in your favor, but you guys
evidence against us.
You guys have the gift of gab, so I think that they probably be able to pull something out of your bums.
To say yes, they do. Use people.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of you have persuasions up in the 90 percentile. Some of you have intimidations in the 80 somethings. I mean, yeah. So I'm not worried about you guys at all. Basically, at this point, my job is to outsmart 5 other people, and that's very difficult because you basically can't lose a roll at this point. So I have to. It's all about misdirection. I'm basically Edward Norton in The Illusionist. I'm just like telling you to look over here while I'm doing this over here. That's basically how that works.
Perfect.
All right. Well, speaking of misdirection for a living, Sevi, how are you?
That's actually pretty accurate. I'm doing good. That's pretty good. I'm doing good. My internet has been a little bit spotty, so if it seems like it's better, then I'll turn on the camera. But when I turn on the camera, things get laggy, and then I disconnect, and then I can't see anybody. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think it's just Friday, like Monday nights. Everybody's using the internet in my neighborhood, and everybody's just, it makes it a lot slower. But I'm doing good. I'm excited. Hopefully Jimmy won't die. Although I did send him a message saying you will be missed. With an obituary.
Services will be in 5 days.
Yeah, I tried to be polite about it, and he got mad at me for some reason.
Why would he get mad at you for that? I don't understand.
So
I don't
touchy.
know either. Yeah.
You know,
He's so sensitive.
it's like I told you guys backstage. The only way that Jimmy is going to die tonight is if you all do something incredibly stupid.
For a guy who can't feel anything, he sure is sensitive.
I know. Oh my god. But like we have never done anything stupid. I mean, Jimmy has, but he's not here. He should be fine.
Yeah, true enough. True enough. All right.
Bold statement.
And
Chris is in chat.
Oh, damn, who's that?
Don't red shirt Jimmy.
We're in
Hey,
a weekend
Jimmy.
at Bernie's him right now. Just
I think he has 1 hit point. He was bleeding out, almost
Ooh,
dead.
I just thought of a perfect thing to
oh, we're gonna have
but- I mean, I hope Jimmy doesn't die, but he also has 1 hit point, and he was bleeding out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, he should be fine. He might be technically he might be unconscious right now. But you guys stop the bleeding. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not gonna die necessarily. Not from his
Yeah.
current wounds.
Hello, Paul Hadoken. Oh, in case you guys don't know, Paul is our guest for this Wednesday and Wednesday After Dark. Hey, Paul.
woo.
Hail to you, Paul. Hail to you.
yeah. John says they've been doing incredibly stupid things since they started, and they're still not dead. Okay, that's also true.
Yeah. I guess that means I'm gonna have to turn up the heat for the next Call of Cthulhu campaign.
No,
please don't do that. No.
We
No?
know where you live, Moss.
No.
We know where you live, and
I kn-
I know plenty of gypsies.
You know gypsies where I live?
You
No,
don't
I
want
mean
to.
I know gypsies.
That was good, Moss. I like
They
that.
travel, Mom. I
Gypsies
don't know if you
are
know this about
Yeah, they
gypsies.
travel.
You know a band of traveling gypsies, and they just happen to be on their way to my house.
Okay, you
Well,
know
they
what?
will
My
be.
mom knows people in the mob, so
Hmm. Well,
gypsy
I have
mobs.
you know that I have covered my yard in landmines, and by landmines I mean
Cat
piles
turds.
of dog turds.
oh, God.
Same difference.
Hey, Moss, I don't know if you've ever heard the Arudai stories about Sebi and her gypsies, but you might be in trouble.
Oh,
It's possible.
are you gonna send
could
Chrysanth after me?
Raja.
I'm gonna. It's worse. I'm gonna send her mother.
No. I'll be good. I promise. I'll be good. I'll be fair. I'll be kind. But I won't be nice. All right. You guys have to learn your lesson.
No.
Time to spank Moss
But
chat.
Think about how much you've learned thus far. You've learned so many valuable lessons.
Like
thus far
don't
in the
trust
journey.
us.
That's
Don't
probably one
go-
of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
In what
don't
game do
go
you ever
somewhere-
trust the game master? I mean, come on.
Yeah,
You
don't go
don't.
anywhere alone. Always roll for everything. Be extra paranoid.
Yeah, I could have sworn I
Always
heard
look
you
for
say
risks.
something else, but I'm gonna let it go.
Oh no, I'm curious. What did he say?
Well, it's Moss, and it's something with a G and an A, and then Master, and
Oh,
it just
boy.
sounded like a G Master. I'm just saying, sound like what he said. Hey, I just made
I
the most,
am the game master.
there you go. I just made the most.
Clip it.
Yeah,
Time
that's
Master.
that's one for the
All
one for the
right,
archives, boys.
That's
There
got to be
we
a
go.
bingo,
Chris is
square, right?
spanking Moss's butt. Look in chat. He just spanked your butt, Moss.
Speaking of
Chris.
Chris, someone may or may not have put him in a Star Trek red shirt being eaten by a vampire. I
There
don't
may
know.
have another.
Let me
But
look.
if it was, it might be in the I don't know, live stream chat.
Oh my god, that looks really cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Portent of things to
Well,
come. I don't know.
I'll tell you what, speaking of things which are in Discord, I got to read out some benefits that you guys got from last session. Looks like we got some fan art of Jimmy the Vampire, Clay and Calvino, and Walter, all by JT. What are you giggling at?
I just put it in chat. I'll put it here too.
Is that it? Did you clip me saying that I am the You guys are I gotta say, you are
bestie,
so fast. You're so fast with these things. I can't be mad. Like I'm
It's
impressed.
awesome.
He's in awe with your speed.
Speaking of, well, I got no idea, but we got fan art of Jimmy the Vampire, Clan, Calvino, and Walter, all by JT. We got likes from last stream, a total of 51. That is a good number, a fantastically healthy number of likes. And the best news about that is we didn't redeem them at 36 because we got them right at the tail end of the show. So we've got 1 Eureka point coming from there, and we also got 40 comments from last stream. So in total,
Nice.
we've got 3 Eureka points to Chris, myself, and Frost, and also JT, and 2 Eureka points to Nomi and Sevi. Wow!
Whoa, thank you.
Talk about a gender Eureka point gap.
Patriarchy.
Pay us what you owe us.
Uh-huh. Didn't that lady have like a $28 million contract with Nike?
Yeah, something like that.
Pay us what you owe us.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Shut up, you think too much.
Most people will never see that much money in their life. Pay us what you owe us. Okay.
Hey, Moss, I'm waiting for my check.
How many
You can get money
pinatas
from
would
me?
you have to sell, Nomi, to make 28 million?
Well, you're the guy, so yes.
All the
I-
pinatas.
Have you ever heard me talk about money?
Like 112,000
I'm just
Probably.
joking.
or a
I've been
million?
mass
No.
produced them. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I can just round up some kindergarten kids. Be like, all right, kids, here's some arts and crafts. This is what we're gonna be doing.
Oh, yeah, like
Cheap labor.
wasn't not
Like-
Happy. Is it Happy Gilmore?
like
What's the
Apple.
no, what's the
Shawshank
guy who-
Redemption, they had a bunch of prisoners do all the work for free, and they
Sure.
became a money laundering.
Billy
station.
Madison.
Was it Billy Madison where they had the old guys like "You're in my world now, Grandma," and had them
Oh,
making
no, it's-
wallets and stuff?
That's Happy Gilmore.
It was
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore. Okay, and that's coincidentally somebody's watching that movie. I think this weekend.
It's
on her
Sevi.
Discord channel. Yeah, weird.
All right. And you guys might notice that down here at the bottom of the screen, you'll see the miracle bar. It has been emptied out. And that means that you guys have the opportunity to bless these poor investigators with Eureka points. Every $20
Please help
gets
us.
a player of your choice Eureka points. But if you fill up the miracle bar, everyone gets a Eureka point. And if you fill it up not 3 times, but twice, so we reduce that. You're getting I don't know if you call it a discount or just a revision in price. I don't know. I don't know what you'd call it. But if you fill it up twice, everybody gets a bonus die that they can use on a roll of their choice.
So
And
basically, we can get the bonus die, which used to only be achievable. If we hit $300 and a $200.
What was the
We get
total?
more benefits.
what were the totals?
The Eurekas.
3
Yeah.
for guys, 2 for girls.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, we need some more fan art of Indian community, guys.
Would a stick figure count?
I tried that once and it worked, but then Arudai said no.
I
No more.
know, He was so mad.
I think I did it on a post-it note, and he counted it because it was So funny. The comedic timing of it was perfect. And so with that, let me swoosh us over to our game screen.
The green screen?
Game screen. Game screen.
The gay screen, got it.
Shush. And so you all, when last we left off, you all had done battle with Comte Fenelic, the horrible vampire which had been trailing you, following you all across Europe, making sure that you were picking up his long-lost Sedefkar artifacts and piecing together the simulacrum so that he may steal it back for himself once and for all. But a little bit of genius on your guys' part and some unbelievable rolls. You guys were able to thwart the vampire Fenelic and end 1,000 years of history in a single evening. And so you have
That's what we Americans do.
We're just
Hell yeah.
that good.
And so what we've got right now, the situation that you as investigators are presented with is you are currently standing in the dimly lit foreground. You see that there are oil lanterns kind of like swinging on either end of the foreground, just casting a dim light over the entirety of the foreground. You've got the foreground guard with a shotgun, a fatal shotgun wound in his chest. He's slumped up against the wall of the foreground, dead. You also remember that there was a severed head of a woman, which was thrown through the window into the cathedral car, and some of you might have seen somebody else thrown off the train.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, if you refer to your itinerary, or if you have a pocket watch on you, you may recall that the next stop that is coming up is Adrianople, the first Greek customs checkpoint. You've got probably about an hour before you arrive.
Okay. The guards are there, right? Like right in front of us. They came rushing, or are they not here yet?
They're not here yet. So you're basically picking up right now the ashes that exploded from Fenelic are still currently kind of just settling on the floor of the foreground.
So Camellia will point out to India Maria that she didn't hide the weapons correctly, and she'll ask her if she can re-hide them better.
Well, I'm sorry that my hiding skills weren't up to your expectations, but I could do better next time.
Bad fight.
Well, she does that. I want to rearrange the scene to make it out like the guard was the one that was attacking everybody, and like move the shotgun and stuff, and and then like push and like get rid of the severed head and push it off the train. Can I roll like law to do this based on what I know of crime scenes? That's why I was asking how much time I have.
I think yeah, if you wanted to do it pretty quickly, yeah, I guess I'd say law would probably work based on your knowledge of the methods of inspection. You know what they would look for first. So yeah, if you want to do that, you go ahead.
I'll use an Eureka point for this.
Whoa. That's how you started off.
Okay. India, do you want to like redo the stealth thing? Maybe use an Eureka point to hide their weapons better.
Yes, if I can find my
cheat.
Yeah, it's not here anymore.
You can click on your picture up at the top.
Click on your picture at the top.
There we go. And we're rolling for law?
Stealth.
For you, stealth.
Oh, stealth. Yay.
Wilson, the unauthorized biography of Tom Hanks, sent a $20 Canadian. Another cat comes to Calvino, meow, and covertly passes him a note. Calvino reads the note, goes up to Clay, and proceeds to yell out a touching rendition of Edvard Grieg's Solveig song for you. Reminds him of his late wife.
Hmm.
I'm assuming
So
that's
is that going
for
to
Frost.
is that going to you, Frost?
That's a great question. Or does it go to Calvino? I don't know.
Oh, that's a good question. I think I would say anything that goes to Calvino probably secondhand goes to you. So I think that would be appropriate.
All right.
But Frost, are you familiar with Solveig's song?
I am pulling it up right now to see if I'm familiar with it. Let's see.
Okay, I'm curious as to if Solveig's song comes to mind out of nowhere. How would Clay react to that?
If if Calvino comes over and just somehow intimates that this had happened, what he is going to do is ignore everything that they're doing. He is going to go over to the window between the trains. He's just going to open it up and get a breath of fresh air, and he's going to look down at that ash-covered bloody steak. He's just going to toss it, and he is going to stand there and just take in the air, thinking about it. Because if it's a song that she loved or knew, he is just playing it in his head right now.
Okay. Just for funsies, I'll give the option. You don't have to give it to me if you don't want to. But would you like to do a sanity roll for that?
Definitely. Not even a Eureka point. Nope.
Oh, shiza. Okay. So let's call that. It's not going to be too bad.
It'll be a few points.
Okay. So you lose 1 point of. I almost said 1 point of shadow. You you lose 1 point of sanity as Solveig's song reminds you of your late wife, and Calvino strangely yowling this song. It's almost as if perhaps there is something left of Beatrice in Calvino.
Well, and the fact that this is the first time when this vampire thing came out that he actually looked at the cross that he's been wearing this whole time, that was Beatrice's, is probably in his hand right now while he just stands out there letting the cold blast of air come into the cabin and probably chilling everybody, including poor Jimmy.
Okay. And so while this is happening, India Maria, you go back through and you do your darndest to hide these weapons with a regular success. You feel a little bit better about this job, as do you, Camellia. You can see just with your passive spot hidden, you know exactly where it's at. Even if you turned away, blindfolded yourself, and then turned back, you could see exactly how this was hidden. But to the naked eye, to the undiscerning naked eye, you feel as though it would probably pass inspection.
Okay. I'll give India Maria a thumbs up as I finish rearranging the crime scene in our favor. And then I will kneel right next to, because I already put all the parts and stuff of the, because when they were stabbing the dude, I had already separated the statue and I was putting it away when they were doing that. So I'll just, since that is probably done, I'll ask India Maria if she can close the box, and then I'll get ready to perform. Or when they come in, I'll start sobbing, as I'm kneeling right next to Jimmy, and then I'll tell India Maria to come over here so she can help me sell this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And so you position yourselves to the point to almost communicate that you were victims in this horrible, horrible crime. When about a couple of minutes pass, and finally, a couple of guards come back, rush to the rear foregon. One of them carrying the other shotgun, which was in the front foregon. They enter into the room. One of them in a kind of a tall hat and a white uniform comes in and says, "What is going on here?
Oh
What
my
happened?"
God. Please help us. I think he's dead. No point to Jimmy. He attacked him and we got here too late.
One of them comes over and let's see. Here we go. I believe that was that guy.
Hello, History Inc.
Okay. We'll call this guy. Does he have medicine? Oh no, he is not the conductor. I can't find him. That's all right. I'll just give it a D100 and see what it says. Okay. You see one of them comes up, the one who is not holding the shotgun, and feels Jimmy's neck for a pulse and says, "Do not worry. He is alive. He will
Oh my
live
God.
through the night."
Oh, thank God. He's so hurt. He lost so much blood.
And he looks back, and the other one looks back at the dead guard and says, "Duchamp!" and runs over and does basically the same, gives him the quick pulse test, feels his neck, and then panicked, grabs his wrist, feels around on his wrist, and opens up his uniform jacket and kind of feels inside and pulls his hand out. You see it's just covered with blood, which is beginning to coagulate. And he said he looks up at the other guard and just kind of shakes his head.
Oh boy.
And he
You
looks,
have a doctor this train? Or nurse?
we do have a doctor on board, but he is quite he's out of sorts. It seems as though he's seen something terrible.
Swords?
His wife. Well, I was hoping that perhaps you might have a little bit of insight as to what may have happened.
I don't understand. What happened to his wife? We just saw our friend Jimmy here, and then that guy over there with the shotgun.
His wife was decapitated.
What?
No.
Oh no!
Her head is, how you say, missing.
Did the doctor see who decapitated his wife?
He's
Assuming they were together.
He is in a bit of a stupor, a trance, as it were.
Oh.
He will not speak to anyone.
Maybe you can help us move Jimmy back to his bed, and maybe I can try to talk to the doctor. Clay here is very familiar because he's a veteran, as you can see. He maybe he can connect with him. Try to talk to him out of it.
Right. All right. Come. And he hands a shotgun off to the other guard, picks up Jimmy by the feet, and begins walking backwards.
Hopefully somebody's got the head part of Jimmy.
Does anybody pick him up by the head, or is this guy just going to drag him?
Clay will
I'm
have the other half.
assuming Clay is gonna help, and I'm assuming we all
Chop off his
follow.
head. Oh, that's not what you meant.
Clay is actually going to, since he was holding on to Calvino, he's just going to hand Calvino over to India, who's not part of this conversation. So you now have a 22-pound black and white cat in your hands, who's just probably looking at you like...
Kitty. He's going like...
and help carry Jimmy.
I'm helping carry Jimmy?
I'm helping carry
you-
Jimmy. Well, Clay
Oh,
is. You've got a kitty cat.
Calvino. Clay
Oh,
is
okay.
strong. Clay can handle Jimmy.
Calvino just
The
kind
Yeah,
of
I'll take care of you.
leaps up onto your shoulder. And just leaps up on your shoulder. And you all make your way back through the sleeper cars. A few people kind of peek one eye out the door, and then immediately slam it shut, seeing what's going on. The guard who is helping you carry Jimmy says, "So last thing we want is to have this pop up in the tabloids. So hopefully we can find out what is going on here."
We're almost to what is it? And the Greek.
Yes,
Not aren't we?
Adrianople.
Adrianople, yes. Well.
And you all get back to Jimmy's room and set him down.
And look for Willa and move him off to the side.
Willa just kind of creepily crawls out very slowly across his chest. You see the guard kind of like,
It's a chameleon. It's his pet.
Put him on the pillow next to his head so he can snuggle up to his ear, somewhere warm.
was this lizard on the manifest?
I don't know. He's a strange one.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Cleaning him up, looking at him, because Clay has medicine. I mean, mostly he's going to look for more wounds as opposed to, because he could use first aid, but we already did first aid, so I think he'll use a medicine check to see if there's anything else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. He's not fantastic at it, but he's okay at it.
Better than me.
Hey, look at that. Look at that. Okay. So Jimmy immediately, you didn't do a medicine check last time, did you?
No.
Okay. For some reason, it says his current hit points are 16. That is wrong. So,
well, I thought it looked funny on the thing. I was like, oh, it looks like he's totally fine.
Okay. So he regains 2 more hit points, which means that he has 3 currently.
Hit points. Yeah.
Sweet. Oh, actually, I just realized I could have spent luck. Would a hard success have gotten him more?
No.
Okay, then I won't bother.
No, I think basically what that would do, or what I would say that it would do, is it might give him a bonus die on his recovery roll at the end of the week.
Okay.
But typically those recovery rolls are only if you are resting.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to get a lot of rest. All right, so I'm going to save that little bit of luck.
Okay. All right, and so what's next on the agenda?
We're gonna go see the doctor after leaving Jimmy there.
Yep.
All right, and you see, as you all make your way back, to the next sleeper car, just behind your own, and you see the guard comes and gives the door a slight knock. Go ahead and give me a listen roll, if you would.
All right, give me a second. Listen. I listen.
Wow,
amazing. I got a critical success.
Okay, very good. Here, I'll give Jimmy a listen too.
Jimmy's passed out.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It would be India Maria that we need to roll. I'm assuming. Are you coming with us, Nomi?
Yes, I'm
Or are
coming
you staying with Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Is Walter coming with us?
I don't know if Walter's.
Sure.
Okay.
Would it be better if I stayed with Jimmy or like?
No,
like,
you
oh,
can.
guys?
You should come with us.
It's up to you. You could leave Calvino there if you'd like. If you don't want
All right,
to.
here you go, Calvino. Just watch over Jimmy. Don't eat Woola now.
He'll just stand on his chest,
Oh.
judging.
Meow, 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 meow.
Okay, so India Maria, give me a listen roll if you would.
See,
Must check your DMs.
I got a regular success.
Yeah, make sure to check it so you know to roll on it at the end. Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know.
Oh, you can think about it.
Okay. So you all listen in, and it looks like all of you succeeded. So you can hear as the door is knocked upon. You can hear coming from the inside. "Oh! I saw it. It was encroaching darkness. It just took her right away from me. I don't know what it was. It was a shadow, black as night, fast as the wind."
And I do psychology to determine the best way to approach him. To calm him down.
Sure. Okay. Based on that, you would guess that probably a bit of psychoanalysis would be in order if you wanted to get him back into tip-top shape.
I have a 1 in psychoanalysis. Does anybody have something other than a 1?
I think 1 is the default.
Okay.
I have 1 too.
Okay, what about you, JT?
Nope.
Oh shit! All right. So if anybody's gonna roll, potentially getting something other than a 1, it should be me.
Jimmy's got a 14.
Wow.
Jimmy's passed out. I'm gonna use an Eureka point for this. Let's see how the rolls do it. Nope.
Hey, Gamera with a proper $20. Benny to Jimmy's recovery fund, please. So,
No.
I'll tell you what. If we go ahead, I will give him an additional 1d3 hit points back, thanks to Gamera's generosity. Oh, that's unfortunate. 1 hit point.
One more than he had.
Yeah, that is 1 more than he had.
That's true. It is 1 more than he had.
He's getting close to working off his major wound.
Yeah. And by the way, while I'm thinking about it, you guys, what did you all do with the simulacrum?
It's in the case, I think, because somebody pulled it apart. And was it?
Yeah, I pulled it apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pulled it apart while you guys were stabbing because I thought we were done, so I started to pull everything apart and putting it back in the box.
Okay.
And India Maria sealed the box.
Yeah,
It's
no worries.
Standing in the corner with the lampshade on its head.
Okay.
It's fine.
What's in the box?
Or it's in the box. It's in the box. Maybe it's in the box.
You got the simulacrum with you. Hi, I'm Jimmy.
Yeah, we're just pretending as Jimmy put his glasses and his hat on it. It's the same difference right now.
All right. Hey, 36 likes. Thank you, Smooth. So everybody gets another
Thank God.
Woohoo.
Eureka point. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
And we are 34.62 towards our first bar fill. Thank you very much, guys. And so let's see. Where were we at? Oh, so Clay, as you are kind of standing there, all of the lights in all of the cabins, the hallways, everything, even the swinging lanterns in the foreground, they all just emit this glaring light that near blinds you, almost as if you've been, if your eyes had been, what's the word I'm looking for? You go to the eye doctor and you get your eyes
Dilated.
You get almost as if your eyes have been dilated. It's near blinding, and it's a
Almost like I did that today.
piercing headache.
Just kind of lean against the door frame and put his head down against his arm. Let
You
out an
okay?
audible. No,
You
headache's
okay there,
back.
Clay? Oh. That's not
And so he's going to just open the door handle of this door, even though he didn't knock. And,
You open it up inward,
Step in.
and what you see is a bit of a grisly scene. You look in and you see a man in a black tied suit, kind of his shirt is ruffled, and his the white shirt underneath is clearly spattered with blood. You can see him like pressed up against the rear of the cabin, and just next to him is a headless corpse of a female. I need everybody, upon looking at this, to give me a sanity roll, if you would.
I thought we were done.
Would you like Clay to or not?
You've seen people with their intestines on the ground and everything. I think you're all right.
Some of them were still moving.
Shouting for
sorry.
mama.
I failed.
Okay, so finally, Camellia failed one. So that is going to cost you all 1d2 for 1 point of sanity loss as you see this motionless corpse laying in the cabin. You see just this spray of blood up against the wall behind it as it kind of leans back against the bench, and it looks as though like there are little spurts kind of drenching the evening wear of this
Even if we
individual.
succeeded,
If you succeeded, you don't take any. And you can see he's leaning up against the back wall, like staring at this corpse, just muttering to himself.
All right. So I think at this point, Camellia will throw up because of how gross this is. And the fact that she lost her 1 point of sanity. And she'll go into the hallway to get some air.
And Clay's gonna step over the vomit, go over to the guy, interpose himself between the body and the guy, and just grab him by the shoulder and, in his best military fashion, just get down into his face and say, "You can't help her right now. We have a soldier who's hurt. Come on," and start turning him and marching him out and just kind of intimidating him into kind of like shock, like, "You're a doctor. We have a patient who needs you."
Let's see. Normally this would call for a psychoanalysis roll, but if you're trying to intimidate him, I would say I would allow it, but you're going to need man.
Would you like penalty dice or a higher difficulty?
Well, it's going to be a higher degree of difficulty. I would say probably at least a hard success to get him kind of snapped out of it.
Okay. We'll give it a shot. I'll use one of those fancy Eureka points and see what we roll here.
heard about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh!
I could spend 32 luck, but I don't think I
Don't
will.
do it.
I was like, I saw a 90, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah,
But
I was like,
yeah,
it's still a success, but it's not good enough.
yeah. At this
Okay.
point, he offers you no resistance. You pick him up, and he kind of just moves along, almost as if it's instinctual. His legs kind of move about in front of him, but you can tell he's just like his head kind of jerks from side to side, as if he's looking out for some known assailant, but unseen.
Okay. Going to then direct him towards Camellia, who's obviously in distress, to see if hopefully the sight of a woman in distress is going to focus him. But now he's just like, well, that didn't work. Point him towards
Oh.
her.
Okay. Camellia will look at the doctor. And so what is the doctor doing now? Just nothing?
At this point, you see he kind of darts his eyes around frantically. His eyes aren't in a single direction for more than a couple of milliseconds, and his pupils are completely constricted.
And Camellia heard Clay giving him the riot act, trying to shake him out of it.
Yeah, you would have seen this. Mm-hmm.
If I were to try that more sternly, would it still be a hard success, or would it be something more?
Considering the first one failed, I would say it'd probably be an extreme success if you wanted to try the same tactic.
Okay, I will try the same tactic. I will look at him, and I'll point my finger at his face, and I will say, "Man up! You're supposed to be a doctor. People are dying. You're letting them die."
Roll a 3.
Roll to intimidate.
No freaking
Oh
way!
my God!
I was
Let's
so close. I was too.
go!
How are you still
fucking
surprised at this
Go!
point, Bob?
It's just that she can just call it. She calls it and it happens. It's
She
insane.
brings life into it. That's what happens.
That's insane. Okay.
I believe- Nice. That's my secret. Didn't you know?
At this point, you poke your finger into his chest. You look him straight in the eyes, and your vomit smelling breath breathes into his face, and you see he blinks back. His pupils kind of dilate back to where he can focus on one person or another. You can see that his face is still like swollen and puffy. His eyes are like puffy. And blood is just like he's just drenched in blood. He looks around, he looks at you, he says, "Who are you?"
Well, Camellia. So if he's all right with you, maybe you can save our friend from dying. He's almost dead.
He's almost like your wife. Oh,
Okay. I'm gonna make a.
Oh god, Gamera says that he's a luck, but partially she's off the rest of the party.
Okay. He just he roll. I had him roll a sanity roll after that wife comment, and he passed. Luckily for you all, otherwise he would have gone back into it. He says, "My apologies. I am Dr. Antonio Visconti." And he
It's
kind of
alright.
motions back into his room. That was my wife.
Yeah, we understand that she passed away.
And you see the guard kind of pipes in and just says, "Did you see what happened?" And at which point the Dr. Visconti goes into detail, basically saying that a dark shadow passed into his room, a mist filled up his cabin, and a shadow took his wife's head and escaped out the window.
You know,
And
I've heard of some robbers use like smoke as a diversion to do things. I'm just surprised that that made it here in Europe.
robbers, you mean Turkish terrorists, perhaps?
Mhm.
So he's just gonna nod.
Your wife must have been very, very important, or you are.
I'm unaware of how they might have boarded the train, but seems as likely a possibility as anything else.
Seems the only rational explanation, if you ask me.
Perhaps. And at this point, Dr. Visconti says, "You said something about you have a friend who is in need of medical attention."
Oh God, yes, please, if you don't mind. I don't know what you can do for him. He's a little bit more stable than before, but he was bleeding out really heavily.
Okay. And so, you all make your way back to Jimmy's cabin. And he kneels down next to him, kind of feels his pulse and everything, examines his wounds, takes a handkerchief out of his jacket pocket, which has got his wife's blood on it. He dabs Jimmy's forehead, gets the sweat off of it, and he looks at him and he says, "I am afraid that you all have done everything that I would be able to do for him. The best I can do for him now is keep him comfortable."
That's all we can ask, Doctor.
And there
If
are
you-
other
if you
people
want-
injured, right? Or not.
Sevi's fantasy ground simp says, "Glad I could help, Miss Sevi."
I love the profile picture too.
Yeah. That's all we can really ask of you, Doctor. Would you like us to get you some vodka?
See, for myself and for young James,
Of course.
we'll need to make sure his wounds are disinfected.
All right. I will go out and look for an employee of the Orient Express.
Okay, and you would know by now that there are conductors at the end of each car, especially the sleeping cars. There's a chair which sits at the end of each car heading towards the engine, and a conductor sits there at basically all hours. So there's usually someone within reach.
So I will go to the conductor that's sitting there, and I will ask for some rubbing alcohol and then some high spirits alcohol for the doctor.
Okay. All right. He gets up and says, "Yes, ma'am." You look at his name tag and it says Sucard on it. And he
I'll-
runs off to the salon car. Yes, you're gonna say?
I'll go back to the room and I'll go to India Maria and I'll tell her, you won't believe this. The name of the conductor in our train, in our cabin area, his name is Suck Hard.
I knew you were gonna say that 10 seconds before you freaking said it. That's insane. Well done, Sebi. Well done.
Just wait until he comes in.
All right, and about 2 minutes later, he comes back in. He has a whole bottle of vodka, and he just passes it off to you and says, "Is there anything anything else that I can do to be of service?" Looks at all of you and says, "What is she laughing at?"
Don't know. We could probably use some food if you have something. If there's anything left from the dinner.
You see, and this guy is a very surly fellow. He gives you a nod and kind of tips his hat. You see, as he tips his hat off, you see he's got kind of like a bald shaven head. Puts it back on and runs off to the dinner car, the meal car. Okay.
Did you see? India, did you see?
I saw. I'm trying to keep my composure. I don't want to give things away. I'm doing my best not to bust out laughing.
I'll pass over the alcohol to the doctor.
Okay. And he goes to work. He takes a quick drink and then lets it go down, winces a little bit, and then takes another one, and then goes to work on treating Jimmy to the best of his ability. As you all kind of go to leave, Clay, he grabs you by the arm and says, "Can you please make sure that oh, sorry, he's Italian. Can you make sure that my wife is taken care of?"
Yeah, I'll go get someone who will take care of it now.
He gives you a nod and looks back down to Jimmy.
Pat him on the shoulder, but then also before he leaves, he's going to take out his flask and just something a little stronger.
He gladly accepts.
Okay. And
I feel like I myself need to try laudanum so that I know what it's like, so I can accurately depict what it is, what kind of reaction normal people would have to it.
Be like, oh, that's delicious.
Yeah. He like you see he like takes a drink of it and his eyes roll back for it almost is like his eyes do a full circle. And he kind of gets a little woozy for a second, and you think for but a brief second you're glad that Jimmy doesn't have a bullet that needs pulled out or anything that needs stitched together immediately. It's just alcohol in a rag at this point.
Yep.
Wow.
So yeah, go
That's
and gather, I guess, maybe one of the guards or whoever we can that I know has already seen what's in the room, and make sure that we get her body out of there and move to either one of the foreguns or wherever we're going to be putting it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's out of sight, and then try and cajole whoever is in charge of this sort of stuff to make sure nobody goes in that room, because I'm assuming the people, I don't know if people are going to need to see it or not, because I don't want them to clean the room and then have everybody like, why'd you clean the room?
Okay.
So,
all right. Yeah. So basically, you get all that stuff taken care of. Move her body back to the rear foregon. Oh, looks like we got it. Oh, wow. Sevi's Fantasy Ground sent in a whopping $40. Miss Sevi and Miss Nomi need more rigging.
Oh, thank
Aw,
you. So we speak to
you.
Ground Simp.
Well done. Well done. Thank you.
are they
Sevi's Fantasy Ground
sailboats?
Simp.
What? I don't understand.
Good question. Good question. All right. And so, and you see that there is a one of the conductors of the sleeping car that Dr. Visconti and his wife, which you come to learn that her name was Alice O'Malley or Alice Visconti.
Okay.
One of the guards or the conductors posts up in front of that door, basically blocking it off. You also come to learn that there was another individual, the individual who you saw, or you would assume the individual who you would saw being thrown off of the train.
Right.
There's an Eves Rostanda who is missing from the train, and nobody can find him. The conductors are going around asking people, "Have you seen Mr. Rostanda? He was the restaurateur. He was critiquing all of the food in the dinner car." And everybody says, "No, last time I saw him, he was in the salon car. He was in the dinner car." Basically, that's the gist of what you come to understand of the events which have unfolded around you.
Okay.
Pass us in a hurry.
Do what?
He said he passed us in a hurry.
We've got another scapegoat, folks.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And, go ahead.
I saw him running that way, screaming some Turkish slogan of independence. I don't know, something. Yippee-ki-yay. I don't know. Hard to understand.
Something like that.
All right. So who hears this stuff? Only Clay?
You all. I'd say that, with the chit chat around, maybe in the salon car, people start filing back out and getting drinks.
And I do a spot hidden to find a woman that is very gossipy, that would spread things around very, very fast in a way that, it will not come to us. If I tell her something or ask her a question, that she will create her own idea and then start gossiping about it.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a spot hidden roll.
Perfect. I got a success.
Yeah. Okay. So you can see that there is a woman who is. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull this up here real quick. I can't share this picture. Okay, that's fine. There is a woman who you can see kind of at the other end of the salon car as you all are kind of sitting around, maybe mingling about and everything. She wears kind of a brimmed hat with a white flower just kind of on the front and tilted off to the side. She wears a white blouse with a black pinstripe jacket and a large, almost like really gaudy, like a bouquet of flowers kind of just pinned to her chest. And you see that she is she's very flamboyant in her speech. Mm-hmm. And from what you could tell, she seems like, as far as what you asked for, she seems like probably the best candidate.
Okay. I will ask India Maria to walk with me.
Hey, we'll take a little walk with Camellia.
Yeah. So as we're getting close to her in a manner that the lady can hear me, I will say, "Do you believe the guards think it might be like a Turkish terrorist? What if the person that was missing was actually Turkish? Did you ever meet him?"
You can see that her ears.
What? Boss is not talking.
Yeah, I was asking you if you ever met the guy that was missing, because he could possibly be a Turkish terrorist.
You were cutting out a little bit, but always suspect everyone is a Turkish terrorist. Oh,
did we lose her?
Oh no! Yeah, I think we lost her.
That's a good spot for her to pause.
We lost her. All right, Maz, what were you saying about the lady?
You can see that as you mention that Eves Rostanda was potentially a Turkish terrorist, you see her ears perk up just a bit. And she says, "Oh, is Nomi back?"
Yeah, she's back.
All right, here, I got to grab her link for it real quick.
You totally didn't freeze in a very strange position at all. You were doing this.
Yeah.
You look
It
like a
wasn't
Turkish terrorist.
Yeah, you look like you were whistling.
Normie, no.
All right, let's see if that brings her back. Well, you're not an OBS.
It's a new link, so he needs to add you to
Yeah.
OBS.
Well, she's not coming back.
That's that man, and the ain't no coming back.
Wow.
Let's see. Nomi, can you say something? Yeah, you're not popping back up here. All right, everybody else, just vamp for a minute while I get this fixed. Yeah.
All right. So while that's happening, what is Clay and Walter doing?
Clay is making sure that nothing is missing from his room, because who knows, vampires could have been in there. And he's refilling his flask, for one thing, because he's been giving laudanum to a number of people. So he takes out another bottle and starts filling it back up.
I'm drinking.
Yeah.
But then going back out when we get into the room, just watching everybody, because that one guy seemed shifty, that young man who was going to bring us some food back, but just keeping an eye on anyone else, because there's cultists everywhere.
You should probably roll psychology or a spot hidden to find those people. Oops, and we left.
Drive auto, got it.
Yep, I asked her to try refreshing.
Okay.
Welcome back, Nomi.
There she is.
I'm here.
Hey.
No way.
Yay. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Very good. Okay, so remind me, what were you guys doing?
Staring at everybody.
Always assuming everyone's a terrorist.
Well,
yeah,
you said
we're implanting the idea that the guy was a terrorist to the blabbermouth. So she starts that in a gossip mill. So by the time we get to the next town, that's the gossip.
You see that she stands up and approaches you all, and you see she's quite tall. Her and her socialite friends are kind of sitting back at their table, just chattering about, but also kind of giving you all the side eye. And she says, "I'm sorry. Did you say that Mr. Oh God, what was his name? Did you say that Mr. Rostanda was a Turkish terrorist?"
Oh my God, no! We just said maybe. Didn't you know the doctor said that they use some type of smoke screen of sorts that I guess Turkish terrorists use?
Oh, poppycock. I've never heard such a thing in my life. In fact, Mr. Rostanda, he was one of the premier restaurateurs in Paris.
Oh, you think so?
I'm surprised you didn't know.
Oh my God, it is those type of people that are usually implanted when I do a persuasion. Because you will never think that they're actually spies.
Yeah. I'd say probably a fast talk, because she knows a little bit about Yves Rostando. So I'd say probably a fast talk is what you need in order to persuade her of this.
Oh,
Karen knows.
I'm really bad with fast talk. All right.
Although India, I will say, go ahead and
What
take
will
a
you
bonus
say?
die, because India is kind of helping you.
Camellia or there? Because you said India to
No.
Camellia.
Yeah, I said you're helping. You're helping Camellia with it. Okay,
Okay.
69.
No way.
All right.
No way.
Can't afford a chicken nugget.
She says,
But if you
"Surely you must be mistaken. I've talked personally with Eves myself, and he couldn't hurt a fly."
well, where do you think he went?
I'm unsure, but there was that nurse who, unfortunately, had met her end prematurely, and I would assume that whatever assailant ended poor, what was her name? O'Brien, I believe. Whoever ended Miss O'Brien was probably the very same that wanted to steal poor Rostando away and perhaps have him as his own personal chef.
Oh no, you think he was kidnapped?
Perhaps bandits, perhaps it could be any number of suspects.
Well, if he came for money, maybe they're looking for a ransom.
Now, this is perhaps, maybe you might be onto something. See, I like the way you think. Intrigue. I like it.
No, I hope that they can play the ransom so he can come back alive.
Well,
Unharmed.
who would be paying the ransom, darling?
His family.
His family. Perhaps, if they can get word back to Paris. But that remains to be seen.
How does it usually work? You think they'll just ransom the police? No, they have to ransom the family, right? They must know who he is if they kidnap him.
Yes, but I would imagine that the police would pick up word of it before anyone else. You see, the telegrams get picked up by the post first, and if anyone takes that post, surely they would report it to the police first.
Yeah, I would hope so too.
But perhaps they wouldn't. I don't know. Perhaps there are some dastardly beings who work at the post who may not take it to the police, but perhaps prefer discretion, saying that, privacy is the utmost of our job. Well, I think that that's ghastly, if you ask me.
Of course. Particularly when his life is at stake. They should tell the police so they can interfere and get him back alive.
I agree, darling. I agree. Would you both like to sit down?
Oh, of course. Thank you. I am Camellia, and this is my friend India Maria.
Oh, charmed. And she extends her hand kind of out in a downward position. You see this massive collection of rings on all of her fingers, just very gaudy. But one ring in particular is missing. The ring finger on her left hand is empty. And she gives you the up and down. And she says, what lovely garb you're wearing. And she lifts up your jacket and says, although you seem to have gotten a little spot here, and licks her thumb and kind of tries to rub some of the blood out of your vest.
Thank you, dear. Are you losing one of your rings?
Oh no. You see, inevitably there will come a suitor, and that finger is saved for him.
Oh, of course. With charm.
Of course. Please sit. And what are the rest of you doing at this point?
Clay is sitting at a table nearby, writing and drinking. Not heavily, just has a whiskey in front of him. He's just sipping from while he's writing and listening to whatever the hell they're doing and just chuckling under his breath. Look, This is pretty good. This is entertaining.
I'm drinking.
Okay.
For the record, it is not stupid. Creating plausible deniability so it doesn't come to bite us in the ass.
What is this?
You hear that, archivist?
Well, I did. An archivist mentioned a couple of things that I did, which did not look stupid at all. It was just me failing to roll my dice. So if it basically says, hey, you failed to roll your dice in 3 occasions, that's not bad.
All right. And so, after a bit, I would say, Camellia, as you kind of talk with, you come to learn that her name is K-A-Y Montague. After speaking with her and her socialite friends for a little while, they become kind of entranced by you. Someone who is kind of gruff and rough and all sorts of stories about you. I can tell just by looking at you. I would have you just give me a persuade roll really quickly.
You betcha. Oh, 5! let's go.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. And she says, "Oh, I think you might be onto something. Clearly, this was some sort of a Turkish or Greek bandit kidnapping this poor French restaurateur for ransom. Of course, there's no other plausible explanation. And about
I'm
this time,
devastated. You can't trust foreigners nowadays.
I love the casual racism. And about this time, the train pulls in to Adrianople, and there's a couple of conductors that go up and stand at the end of each car holding all of the passports and papers, tickets, and everything, so that the customs officers can inspect them. They go through systematically, very quickly, one by one, and a couple of the conductors come up and speak with a couple of the customs officers.
Can I do a listen roll?
Yeah,
To see if I can-
absolutely.
Hey, 91. Still success.
Regular success. Okay. I would say probably they'd be speaking in English. Yeah, we'll just say that they're speaking in English. The conductors basically tell the customs officers that there has been a horrible incident on board, but they don't want to delay the train. So if they can spare any officers to remain on board until the next checkpoint, to help investigate and hopefully clear some of this up, and hopefully preserve the reputation of the Orient Express, that would be greatly appreciated.
Okay. Are they going to spare a couple of officers?
Yeah, and at this point, you see the customs officers kind of give them a nod that they exit the train. About 5 minutes goes by, and a couple of other officers get on board and begin patrolling the train. You see a couple of them fan out. Some go forward to the front part of the train. Others go rearward to the back part of the train, and
Now,
begin their
Camellia
investigation.
has to ask, how cute are they?
We'll say there are 4 of them. Well, I'll tell you what. You can't see that roll. So go ahead and roll 4 d10s.
1, 2, oh, got a 9. 3, 4. Oh my god, I got a 1.
Wow.
Really, 1 is the Quasimodo.
There's one who he's short and fat, and you can tell that his hair is just kind of slicked over to the side, very tight against his head, and you can tell that his father got him the job. But there is, but one thing you do note is that he is funny. But you do see a very handsome Greek officer board and begin making his way to the rear of the train.
India. That fine
Yes.
specimen of a man.
I see him too. Some would say he looks like a capybara. And I think his name might be Glenn Powell. I don't know.
Maybe it is Glenn Powell.
He passes you by, and he's got this sun-kissed skin and light brown eyes that just kind of sparkle in the lantern light, and a mustache which kind of comes down to the very creases of his mouth. He tips his police hat to you and continues walking.
And then I start trembling in my knees.
Oh my, I think we're gonna need to have some help.
Oh yeah, we definitely need help. Quick, punch me in the face. We need his attention.
No, I'm not punching the face. Maybe
Oh,
like say
I'll punch you in the face.
just don't do that.
This is the
Not
only
my
thing that gets
face.
Clay to look up from his book. Shakes his head.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Would you be able to help us?
I'm sorry, but English is not great.
What? I think it's time we learn some Greek. It's okay. We can learn Greek. We're really good at languages.
You speak Greek.
Not really, but if you speak Greek enough, I might be able to learn some Greek.
Hold on, let me get my translator back up.
Oh, no, no.
Greek. Oh God, what are these letters?
Oh no.
I was waiting for him to see that part. Just say Diciopolis etaton ploion, and just say Diciopolis went to the boat, and you're good. You're done. That's ancient Greek, though. That's not really going to fly for modern Greek.
Yesas, mia estioma que ia mai edo ia voicioso.
No idea what you said, but you know, somebody was kidnapped. We would feel so much better if you can sit with us. And you just have dinner with us. We would feel so much better if you sat down with us.
He pulls a pocket watch out of his pocket and looks at the time. It is 10:30 at night. I have dinner already.
Okay, how about
And
a
I am
snack?
on duty.
Okay, so in half an hour, 30 minutes.
He looks back at the other officers who are just kind of sitting there tapping their feet, waiting for him. One of them's got their hand just kind of resting on his pistol, not as if he's going to draw it, but just like out of impatience. Go ahead and give me a persuade roll with. It's going to be a hard difficulty persuade roll.
And Clay is just writing down, and the words he said did not.
Oh my
Oh, let's go!
He says, "Why don't you go ahead?" Or he says he's basically tells him in Greek. He kind of shoos him off, and the other one kind of rolls his eyes and makes his way back to the rear of the train.
Oh, we would feel so much better if you're with us. Because you are very strong and you can make sure that nothing happens to a couple of ladies like us.
As you can see, we're foreigners here, and we don't know this place very well, and we would feel comfortable if you escorted us to where we need to go.
And
At
you
this
see,
point, Moss, I throw up from drinking too much.
and you see Kay Montague also pipes up and says, I too am quite scared. If you would perhaps keep me company. And she offers him her hand, the very same that she offered you, but much closer to his face.
Of course she does. Of course she does.
He says, I not know what to do. What did you...
Just sit. I'll pull up a chair right next to me. And India.
He sits down.
Clay gets up at this point, closes his book, puts it in his pocket, comes over to the table, looks down, puts a hand on each of the girls' shoulders, and looks at him and says, "Take care of my girls. I'm going to go check on Jimmy." And walk off.
At that, you see his eyes catch your eye patch, and he's like starts back. And he gives you a nod like, mm-hmm.
Oh my God, John Gordon says, please make him gay. No! Okay, if you guys want him to be gay, all you have to do is spend $26 to hit the miracle bar. Otherwise, he's not gay.
You went cheap. I was gonna make him gay if they filled it up twice, and you guys got a bonus die. But okay, if you said it, you said it first.
No, 126.
Oh no, you said it. $26, and he's gay. The things he'll do for $26.
I'm not gay, but $26 is $26.
All right, so the train continues on throughout the night. It has, we'll say that the police do a pretty good job sweeping the area. Mop and Bucket says, I've heard there was a need to clean up on the train. I better get hazard pay for cleaning up this blood, and whap. Very nice. Thank you, Mop and Bucket. So at this point, I would say your all's roles have been relatively successful enough to more or less avoid suspicion. There is a bit of a question about, it's still not known. And you're not necessarily written off per se, but they're not isolating you, nor are they questioning you very hard.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's the only thing we can ask for.
okay, and so the next stop is Cherkessu, and at that point, the police will then get off of their train, having gathered up as much evidence as they could, and continuing their investigation elsewhere. Is there anything
Can I
you'd like
roll
to do?
intelligence to see if I learned any Greek from the time that he was sitting right next to us?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're actually able to pick up a couple of words. You get the general idea of basic sentence structure, pronunciation of certain vowels and consonants. Although reading it is a whole different animal.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, is there anything else you'd like to do before the police get off and you get to Cherkescu?
No, not really.
Also, make sure that they didn't disturb the chest with the statue and whatnot in it. The other things that were hidden in there.
Oh, yes. Thank you for, reminding me.
Oh, great.
Good job, Frost.
Where are they?
I'm
Why,
pretty good.
Frost?
I'm a DM.
25. Here, I got to cross-reference something. Let's see. Cross-referencing. Let's see. This might take me a second.
That's okay.
There we go.
Take all the seconds you need.
If you don't mind, I'm going to make a novelist roll since he was sitting there writing
Yes.
for that whole time.
Yes, please do.
Now we're going to be featuring a crazy, fat, dumpy little Greek detective that totally is enamored of these two ladies, and they're totally smitten with him for some odd reason. I don't know why. An unaccountably tall American heiress. Perfect.
Okay.
It's all coming together.
Makes sense.
Well, that does not have the stat block that I thought it did. So, yeah, at this point, you don't have any questions as far as things which may or may not be in your possession. So,
You didn't find the garlic. Good.
with that, you all press on. The police officers get off the train at Cherkessu, and the train makes its way to Sinekli. Sorry. This is the first Turkish customs checkpoint. At this point, it's probably very early in the morning, around 1 o'clock in the morning, as you pass over the border of Turkey. And at this point, you all could probably get some sleep if you'd like, but that's up to you.
Yeah, I'll get some sleep.
Okay.
Definitely a good idea. Especially Jimmy.
All right. Very good. And so you all get some shut-eye. Nobody bothers you at this point. Every once in a while, you might be shaken awake as the train comes to a stop in another customs checkpoint. But the next stop after Sinekli is Constantinople. And you know that the train is scheduled to arrive at, I believe it was 12 12:30 that next day. Yeah, 12:30 p.m. the next day. You might be a little bit behind schedule, but not to worry, as you won't be too far behind schedule.
We'll heal one wound, right?
Yes, everybody heals one wound.
I meant to ask you, Moss, did we do... I know you talked about this at the end last time about because we overcame the big bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Did we do the thing where we got some sanity back for that, or were we going to? I can't remember if you said we weren't going to get any, or we did. I can't remember.
Yes. So, yeah, thank you for reminding me. I meant to do that at the top of the episode, but didn't.
I forgot until right now. I was like,
yes. So killing Phenolic actually grants everybody 1d10 worth of sanity.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So I'll roll
Yes.
for Jimmy.
right.
And Jimmy rolled a
1d10?
2.
Worst we can get is a 1. 1 is better than nothing. I got a 2.
I got
4.
5.
I got 1. Oh, I got 9. Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome.
It's not always,
All right.
you know.
And over breakfast service, you see Kay Montague recognize you and kind of waves you over to her table. You see her, the very same group of socialites, kind of in the in one of the corner tables of the dining car, as they have their eggs Benedict and their soft-boiled eggs on little pedestals that they crack open with a spoon. And she begins talking about. She says, "Do you know anything about Constantinople?"
No, actually, we do not.
Well, there's something you'll want to know.
Oh, of course.
I've been there a few times myself, but Constantinople is actually one of the more populous cities on the face of the planet. Almost 750,000 people lived there at the time. Or at the time, as if she's from the future. Almost 750,000 people live there. However, I've had some terrible, dreadful luck with the luggage. So if you have to make any precautions to make sure that your luggage is accounted for and isn't lost amidst the chaos, I would definitely do so, because there is a good possibility that you may not be reunited immediately with your luggage.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we better do that. I'll tell that to Clay and Walter too.
And she says, and by the way, do you have any accommodations there waiting for you? Have you made any reservations anywhere?
No, not yet. We were gonna look to see what was available.
Well, might I make a suggestion?
Of course.
If I might suggest the Pera Palace. It's just across the Golden Horn in the Pera Galata. It's more of a European style of hotel, as opposed to kind of this dirty. I hate to be hateful. I really don't. But some of the streets there are dreadful, especially when you're in a certain part of town. The Pera Palace is actually some of the finest accommodations in Constantinople.
Oh, good. That's what we'll say. Of course.
Lovely. Well, I hope to see you there. Maybe if we're lucky. And she kind of pinches your sleeve a little bit and wiggles it. She says, hopefully, maybe our rooms will be right next to each other, and we can stay up all night like little girls and do each other's nails and things of that nature.
Oh my god, that would be wonderful.
I love how in the very beginning of that sentence was the purest annoyance. All right. And as time drags on, you get to around noon, and the train sweeps around the coast past the remains of the old city walls of Constantinople and past the ancient hippodrome and the former palace on the hill. Finally, the Orient Express pulls into Cerkesi station at about 12:35 p.m. The 2,000-mile journey is now complete.
But you said we have to make sure to check our luggage, make sure we get it.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I didn't give you time to do that. Are there any precautions that you all would like to make to assure that you all are able to obtain your luggage?
I keep mine with
I
me.
will stand right next to our luggage.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure, and the conveyance to the hotel, we're going to make sure we accompany, especially. I mean, Clay's only carrying two things: his suit carrier, and his traveling pack.
Mm-hmm.
So he travels relatively light because that has his laudanum and stuff in it. But he is going to make sure that that trunk is within reach.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm gonna make sure like my carry-on and stuff is with me, and then make sure that I'm looking at the crate at all times so I can interfere, make sure it doesn't get lost.
Okay.
I'm making sure I do the opposite of whatever that lady said.
Okay, so I would just have, as you try to communicate this to the conductor Socard, and you're met with a little bit of resistance, insisting that, I assure you that the service on the Orient Express is impeccable, and I assure you that nothing will befall your luggage. So you're met with a little bit of resistance, but I will need a quick persuade roll from somebody.
I'll do it. I was gonna do intimidation.
I mean, if you want to be impolite about it.
But she got a
Jensen
hard
says
success.
Debbie needs to use physical tested dice on camera only. No more digital dice. I don't think you can cheat in this game. I don't think that's possible.
Let's see. Let's see.
I got a hard success.
You got a hard success. Okay, very good. Yeah, no problem. You all come to a stop with your luggage in tow, and there you are on the platform at Circesi Station in Constantinople. You can look around and you can see that the area is a little dirty, but just beyond, you see just these towering minarets and towers, as well as old churches which have been converted into mosques. You can see that this city kind of spreads as far as the eye can see, at least from your vantage point. So I will go ahead and provide you with
A map.
a map of Constantinople. So you can see that Constantinople is divided into three parts. The main part of the city is Istanbul, which is where you are at. At the very end of it, where the Bosphorus meets the Golden Horn. Pera is just on the other side of the Golden Horn, and you can see Uskadar is across the river Bosphorus into where the border moves into Asia.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that, let's see, is it listed on the map? Yes, Para Palace Hotel is number 9 across the bridge. And as you're looking around, you can see that there's not really a whole lot of automobiles. Most of the traffic around here is very dense foot traffic, horse and carriage, and only the roads which are wide enough to accommodate motor vehicles or trolleys are available. And you know that Constantinople is also very famous for having very tight quarters and dead ends on the street. So it's almost it's like a maze or a labyrinth. Even people who live here get lost sometimes.
So would we ferry across?
So
to
if
the
you
place, or
So if you want to get across to Pera, you go across the Pera Galata Bridge. You notice that, say, if you stop and you pick up, say, a map, or your traveler's companion that you would probably have with you also contains a map, you would know that to get over to Uskadar, you'd probably have to hire a ferry, as there is no bridge that spans the Bosphorus.
Okay.
But Paragalata, the Paragalata Bridge, is available for you to cross.
Well, hail a taxi or two, whatever we need to get a driver or a couple of drivers to the Para Palace.
All right, very good. And so, with a little bit of luck, you are able to summon an unoccupied horse and carriage. You load up all of your luggage and pile on, and you make your way across the Paragalata Bridge. And traffic here is very dense. It's probably about 25 minutes, maybe half an hour before you actually get to the Para Palace. But eventually you do. The streets kind of smell of horse manure and oil and some garbage. But as you get across the Golden Horn over the bridge, it kind of cleans up a little bit. If anybody wants to give me kind of a history roll, you can definitely do that. Or
Do it.
let's see, history, or maybe an education roll just in general.
Try a history roll. Not great at it, but might succeed. I could spend a couple of luck
I'll
to
do
do it.
history, just see if I can move it up.
Yep.
Nope.
I can do education.
Oh, look at me.
Extreme success. Okay, I'll give it. I'll give one to Jimmy too. History. No, absolutely not. Okay, so let's see. So India and Walter.
Man, I do speak Turkish.
Yeah. So India, you would know that that Constantinople is kind of separated into districts.
Yeah.
And that kind of naturally moves into sort of racial segregation, where the Turks, for the most part, occupy the entirety of Istanbul, while a lot of the more European individuals kind of occupy Pera, at the northern edge of the Golden Horn. Walter, as you, with your history roll, you would know that Turkey and Constantinople specifically are under the occupation of British and French forces, and that there are Turkish police, but they're not really much of a strong presence here, and that a lot of the law keeping is done by British and French police officers. But you also know that there is a very quickly growing distaste for anyone of British or French descent. And you would also know that there is actually you would know, and the rest of you would have kind of experienced this when you were back in Luzon. There is currently a delegation going on for a treaty which is being written called the Treaty of Luzon, which, you know, you don't know a whole lot of specifics about it, but you, Walter, might know a little bit more about it, in that Turkey is being specifically addressed as far as its independence in that treaty.
What a mistake.
Well,
All right.
I do love me a good segregation.
I love that that's what you took out of that. Perfect. Okay. So you all get to the hotel, and you see quite a few British and French whites walking around the streets. Mostly tourists, but you do see a few police officers kind of patrolling. You get to the hotel, and it's very reminiscent of some of the hotels which you had stayed in London. Very nice Anglo-European architecture. As you get in, there's very fine white marble tile floors, with an oak front desk, which is just setting on the far end, kind of shined to almost a bright sheen that actually it kind of pierces through your eyes, Clay. sending just shivers of pain down your spine. And you look over at
You
Jimmy,
mean
and he is.
I?
Oh, sorry, I. and
Just
you look
one.
over at Jimmy, and he's just kind of like shivering right now. You can tell that he is in quite a bit of discomfort at the moment. So, you all stand in the lobby of the Para Palace. Is there anything that you all would like to do?
Get a room.
Yep, get rooms, see if they have newspapers,
Okay.
maps, all that kind of fun stuff.
All right. You search around for newspapers, and you find that there are two major local newspapers, the Orient and the Tanen, both in Turkish. You can see that there are some English and French newspapers as well, but the dates on them are weeks old.
Okay, we'll just get the Turkish papers for now because he can read Turkish. It's just more up-to-date news is what we need.
Okay, perfect. And you can approach the front desk, and at the front desk there is somebody that you recognize from a long time ago. You see a young boy he's like scribbling down in what looks to be probably a ledger of some kind. Then he looks up and looks back down at the book and then does a double take and looks back up. Lady Camellia, it's so beautiful to see you. Welcome to Constantinople. And there you see Mustafa Koprulu, the young boy who worked in the embassy in London, in the Turkish embassy.
Young man?
Well, he is a young man. Yeah. At this point, he's about 18. Yeah.
Just making sure. So he's within their desirable age range, probably.
Acceptable age range is debatable, but you know. All right. Did Sevi leave?
Yeah, she's been
Disappeared.
quiet.
Because
She's been
left.
awfully
Screw you
quiet.
guys.
She probably went to go get some ice or Diet Coke.
Okay.
I like how you say Coke.
Diet Coke.
Very Midwest.
It's very
Coke.
Minnesotan of you.
Oh, you bet you don't, you know.
You say bag and all that weird shit too.
Oh, I need to go get a bag of donuts.
Ugh. Oh, it's the worst. I want
Is
to
it milk
strangle
or
the
milk?
quartering every time he talks.
Let's go down to the pop shop and get ourselves some milkshakes.
Yeah,
Ooh,
milk.
yes.
She
Here
comes
she
back for
is.
that.
That's
Oh,
what it's.
Sevi, we're
Milkshake.
gonna fight a dragon. I hope you brought a bag
what?
of holding.
Oh no.
No.
A dragon, you see.
He's sipping a Coke.
Pure cane sugar it is.
Yeah.
There.
What type of dragon? Is it a red dragon, a white dragon?
One of those fake dragons.
It's a
Beige.
Mustafa dragon.
Oh,
A
wow.
Mustafa dragon? Never heard it.
Mhm.
Never heard of it.
So you weren't around, Sebi. As you approach the front desk, you
Yeah.
see Mustafa Koprulu sitting
Oh,
at the front
shit.
desk, the very same who you had flirted with so long back in London. And he does a double take and looks at you and he throws his arms up in the air and he says, Lady Camellia, welcome to Constantinople. Please, come.
Wow, I did not expect you were here. Well, hello.
How are you? Please. And he runs around the desk and just like grabs at your hand, and you can tell that he longs to kiss your hand.
Oh, my cultist friend.
Okay. Last time he hated me, but okay. Last time he was like, oh, I can't talk to you anymore.
It's been so long. I'm so happy to see you. I'm glad to see that you are well,
In one piece.
yes. I'm sure it has been a very long journey.
Oh, yeah, it has.
And he
What
looks
time is it, by the way?
At this point, it's probably about 1 o'clock. And he looks at the rest of you. He looks over at Jim and he looks at you, Clay. And he says, Oh, by Allah, what has happened to you?
Life takes its toll.
That's an
Something
understatement
scratched
of
his
the
eye
year.
out.
Uh,
Yeah, and Jimmy got into a bar fight. It was pretty bad.
Oh, Jimmy. Yeah, yeah. Of course, Mr. Mustafa. It was a bar fight. Yeah, sure. Right. Well, please make yourselves at home. You are looking for rooms, yes?
Bar of soap, that is.
Yes.
Ah, well, I will tell you what. I can get you the best rooms in the place for a discount.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Perfect. All right, come. And he leads you back over to the front desk, where he gets out his ledger, starts jotting something down, and he hands you some keys for a couple of rooms. You're going to go all the way up to the tippity top floor.
I love it.
That way you can see the entirety of the glory that is Constantinople.
Hmm.
I think that would be amazing. I'm really interested in seeing the Basilica tomorrow. I'm going to some of the other places. They're really interesting.
Oh, very good. You may need to perhaps think about hiring a scribe, somebody who can translate things for you, perhaps guide you around
yeah.
the city.
Yeah.
Tell him in Turkish.
Do you recommend
Ask
anybody?
him, do you know anyone? And ask him that in Turkish.
Well, it seems you have picked up a bit of Turkish yourself. Well, nobody in particular, but I hear that if you are looking for anyone to help you, the Grand Bazaar is where you want to go.
Oh, okay.
As we turn to move and go towards our rooms, Clay is going to stop back and go back to the desk and just lean into Mustafa and just say, that was my subtle way of saying that if you wanted to come with us and be a guide, I think the ladies would probably enjoy your... just...
And he kind of leans in and he's like, I would love to join you. I really would. But you see, my uncle got me this job. I decided not to go back to London for, well, obvious reasons. Yes, my uncle got me this job. He's a very powerful man. I was named after him, by the way.
Just stone face, like, like there's probably only 2 people in this whole town named Mustafa. I'm gonna guess. Really?
Wow.
And he just wants to yell Mustafa and have everyone go.
Huh?
You might want to like roll history to see if you know who his uncle is.
Yeah, you can try.
Don't care, but I'm gonna
In fact,
see if he knows.
I should say Walter probably knows who it is because of that extreme success on his history roll, or hard success rather.
Well, I'll make a roll, but Clay's history is meh.
Meh.
Yeah, 41, so he missed by 4.
Okay. You know that, Walter, I'll just say that you would know that there is an up-and-coming leader who is gaining some power or influence in Turkey named Mustafa Ataturk.
Okay. I tell them that.
You guess that might be who Mustafa's Cthulhu was talking about.
All right. Well, just pat him on the shoulder, roughly. All right. Enjoy your desk work while we wander about the city with the ladies.
He says, "No. Please. He goes and tries to grab your luggage from you. Please allow me to carry this."
Clay doesn't mind carrying his stuff. He's got the case in his other hand, and he's not letting go of that.
Oh, you can help me, Mustafa.
He grabs all of your luggage, and his arms are just kind of outstretched like this, trying to carry all of the luggage. You see beads of sweat begin to form on his forehead, and he waddles over to a rolling trolley and drops them all on and begins pushing it with you. It says, "Please follow me."
Wow, you have gotten stronger since the last time we saw you.
I've
And
been
Working out.
I have been working out. Yes, I'm glad you
I
noticed.
can see.
I can lift an
Well-
entire goat above my head.
wow.
Oh my god.
Can you show us? I wanna
Yeah, can you
see.
show us?
There is not a
Must be a
goat around
goat.
here, but perhaps if we go across the bridge once I get off duty, they might
We're
be selling some goats in the
surrounded
Grand
by
Bazaar.
mosques. We're
Wow.
surrounded by mosques. There's gonna be a goat somewhere here.
I'm sure, if they're not already sacrificed.
Clay's just gonna roll his eye.
I'm sorry, that was poor taste. I should not joke about my religion like that. Anyway, please let me show you your room. Oh, my dog is dreaming and is making strange noises. So you all make your way up to the quote unquote presidential suites. Very
These
fine
rooms are amazing.
very fine carpeted rooms. You see several rooms kind of jutting off of one central gathering area. It's got kind of a nicer kitchen type area with a dining area and a balcony that overlooks Constantinople. You can see the Topkapi Museum off in the distance, just across the Golden Horn, and its minarets kind of glowing in the what is it, March? It's in the March sunlight. But it is very nice, very nice. And so he puts all of your bags down and he says, "Well, I must get back to my duties at the front desk. Please call down if you need anything and I will bring it up personally."
Okay, thank you.
All right. And with that, I'm going to go for just 1 second. You guys vamp and do whatever you do.
Ooh.
I'll be
What do
right
we
back.
vamp about? What do we vamp about, guys?
Oh, if his uncle is rich, you know what that means? Yeah,
What does that mean?
more money to steal.
My favorite thing to do. How did you know?
I mean, he's at least powerful, so it probably means he's also rich. I mean, this Mustafa isn't, but the uncle might be, yes.
Well, if you get into any problems, maybe he can help us with his uncle to make sure we get out of trouble. No, Sock was just face palming in chat.
Never. So now that we have all of these parts, what is our next thing? Do we need to find
We need to find the
more
scroll.
or a scroll or
find-
more scrolls? Okay.
We need to find the scrolls to see how we can destroy it.
All right, and we have to figure out where this was. It the Black Mosque? Was that what it was called, or something like that? The dark. It was
Yeah.
something along those lines.
Yeah, we might have to go to the Imperial University. There's the Blue Mosque. We could try this museum.
Yeah.
There's the British consulate. In case we need anything. So it might be good.
Museum's going to be important.
It might be good to also go to the British consulate because if there is an animus towards British folk, then it might be good to find the British consulate and the American consulate so we know how to get out of here. Quickly.
Yeah, it's fun that they show the British consulate. Like we're all going to be from Britain or something. Pfft.
Yeah. Is anybody here British? I don't think so, right?
Nope.
But it would be good to make some acquaintances there, for sure. And then we'll need to find the scrolls, and then we'll need to be careful with Jimmy, because Jimmy's obsessed with this statue, and he might not let us destroy it.
We just keep him weak. We'll be
to
fine.
do anything.
Well, we could restrain him.
Yeah.
Restrain him.
And
I'm sure you two can do that.
So Clay,
Yeah.
as you're kind of settling into your new accommodations for your stay in Constantinople, you notice that your condition seems to worsen. And as such, since you are technically the owner of the head, you will need to roll an intelligence roll every morning when you wake up, or be crippled by headaches and unable to think straight.
Oh, okay. That'll be fun. So, do I need to do it for this day?
Not yet. We'll
Okay.
say it starts tomorrow morning.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
And Jimmy has to make all of the other rolls because he owns all of the other pieces.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
Jimmy!
Of course.
We're just going to be
Well,
wheeling him
since-
around in a little chair. Oh, we should look for a wheelchair.
since there is still like 1 p.m. we can start our search, right? So
Yeah.
we could go to the museum first. Well, I guess we'll need to go to the Grand Bazaar to find somebody to translate, even though we know Turkish. Okay, this is the question: do we need somebody to translate? I have a 19 in Turkish, and then how about you, Frost?
26.
Yeah, he has a 26 in Turkish. Can we get on without hiring a translator?
I only have a 34.
Yeah, 10%
Oh,
is
perfect.
Yeah, 10% is more or less conversational. Once you get into reading some more, like if you end up doing research of scholarly papers or history books or anything like that, I'm gonna need roles for it.
Okay.
Right. Now, if you were to hire a scribe, that would kind of avoid that, but you're more than welcome to do it yourselves if you'd like.
Okay.
I mean, we
you guys
could go
wanna hire a
see.
scribe?
Yeah, we could go see what the need is first, or we could just go find somebody, suss him out, see if he's worth bringing along, and then just kind of have him tagging with us. But that lets
Yeah,
him know what we're doing, since we're all sort of
Uh,
cautious people.
I know, but that's the same thing we have done in every single city, and it's been okay. I think we go find a scribe, and they can just wait outside.
Yeah,
And
we can do
he'll
that.
be paid. Yeah, so we'll go to the bazaar first to find a scribe.
Maybe we can have him go a little crazy too, because this happens to
Yeah,
us all the time.
and we'll also keep an eye out for a wheelchair for Jimmy.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, you know what? I have a better idea. I'll
Mhm.
just call whatever his name
Turkish
was.
Bob.
Mustafa?
Mustafa.
Yeah, Mustafa. And I'll say, Mustafa, well, you might need a wheelchair for tomorrow. You know how sick Jimmy is. Do you think you can find one and just leave it in his room?
I'm right on it, Camellia, and he hangs up immediately.
Okay, all right, perfect. One less thing to worry about. Let's go to the bazaar.
Guys, am I gonna be? Are you guys gonna leave me here?
You're coming with us, Jimmy.
Okay. Mr. York, can I ride on your shoulders? I'm finding it awful difficult to walk.
You're not
Oh
going to
my
ride on my
fucking God.
shoulders, but I'll help you walk.
He has a cane. He has the sword cane. He could use the cane.
Oh, this is for slicing and dicing, Miss Camellia.
Yeah, but it's also a cane.
Ah, fair point.
Let's just get him
Yeah,
a wheelchair.
he's self-sufficient.
What
Let's get the
would-
fucking boy a wheelchair. Come on now.
We've got it already coming. We're going now, and if we find him on the way out, then great. Otherwise, he's going to have to walk a bit.
All right.
Grab by the neck like a kitten.
Yeah.
You see his shoulders go like. Meanwhile,
Christ.
Calvino's just like meow, and kind of jumps up on your shoulder. And as you all go to leave the hotel room, you see you open the door and immediately you see Mustafa there with his hand raised as he's about to knock on the door, out of breath. I found your wheelchair.
Oh, thank you, Mustafa. This is so helpful. We were just going out and Jimmy was complaining he couldn't walk.
At your service. Please call me if you need anything else.
Okay. All right, Jimmy.
Wait,
Settle
hold
up.
on. Was Mustafa? Could you get me some water? Please?
Right away, Miss India. And he
Thank
trudges off
you.
down the hall.
Just look at her.
Okay, chat. If you wanna give Jimmy something to remember you guys by, we hit that $26. You guys can choose what the wheelchair looks like. You
Ooh,
want it to be
Get
pink?
Jimmy a battle wheelchair. I like that.
Yeah. You want it to be a battle-ish, or do you want it to be like decrepit looking? You know, new titanium.
It should look like Jimmy, decrepit looking.
And if it was up to me, I would choose his wheelchair to look pink, like the most obnoxious pink color ever. So he would be really embarrassed to use it, but he has to use it.
Poor Jimmy.
With dingle balls on it. Pink dingle
jeez.
balls.
Even worse.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, if you want
man.
to have spinners, but we need, so whoever donates and helps us hit that bar
Maybe
can
it has
choose how it looks like.
Maybe it has a depiction of Muhammad on the back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, don't do that, Chad. That would be bad.
Everybody's throwing rocks at him. What'd I do? What did I do, sir?
Yeah. And the best part is that Chris won't know until next week, and we'll get some artwork for it. I'm sure we can figure something out.
Yeah, I don't even know if we really need to have any artwork depicting Muhammad on a wheelchair. All right, and so pretty shortly, Mustafa comes back with water for India, and you guys are free to set about wherever you're going to go. You said you're going to go straight to the bazaar, correct?
Yeah.
Looking for a person who can translate.
Okay. So, you make your way to the Grand Bazaar. And you can see, let me turn the volume down on that a little bit because I feel like that's probably pretty freaking loud. Maybe not. It doesn't seem like it's coming
I can
through on
hear it.
Soundscape.
The crowd noise.
Has it not been playing on Sirenscape the entire night? Oh, good. Oh, by the way, I forgot to shout out if you guys hear anything on.
Yeah,
the
I've
thing,
heard.
Sirenscape,
I mean, I've
you
heard
can give
everything.
them a
It's
shout out.
just, it's been quiet.
Okay. I haven't had anything going.
Yeah, there
for a
was
little
just
while,
back.
but
I mean, earlier it was just
either way.
the background noise and everything that you had, like the train noise or something going earlier. Whatever it was, but now I can definitely hear this.
Very good. The golden horn to the grand bazaar to behold.
Master robot.
I don't hear it.
No, it's not. No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, weird.
Oh,
Maybe Sirenscape is killing us all.
Oh no.
Nozaku Boy is all caps.
all right. I turned the Sirenscape off. Hopefully that fixes everything. Let us know if you're still hearing it. Here very shortly.
Yeah, it's all
as
good
soon
now.
as soon as I get my next work bonus, we're gonna get that fixed. So
one cast slow time. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Sirenscape.
Years later.
it really always is, but whatever. So you all go back across the Golden Horn, across the Peragalata Bridge, still just as busy as ever. It takes you probably closer to 45 minutes going through the winding streets on atop a horse-drawn carriage. And the Grand Bazaar is a sight to behold, as 50 acres of stalls stretch within a massive domed and vaulted halls. You can see that everything that you could probably think of would more than likely be sold here. carpets, ornaments, jewelry, clothing, dictionaries, clocks, finely carved chests, and brass telescopes. You can see that strange peddlers linger in dark corner stalls with esoteric and the deadly.
I want to do a spot hidden.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm looking for two things.
Mhm.
The first thing is I'm looking for people who are scribes. I'm
Mhm.
sure they'll look nerdy and stuff.
Mhm.
I'm looking for those. And then the second thing is particularly for the peddlers that have the esoteric stuff and everything, I'm looking to see if they have anything in any symbols or anything that might be related to the cults or the simulacrum or anything like that.
You're looking for like books and stuff?
I'm looking, yeah, I'm looking for books or like if they have items or something, scrolls, things like that.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give
Or
me
basically somebody that would sell them.
sorry, you cut out a little bit. What was that?
Oh yeah, or somebody that would sell them so they can tell us where we can potentially find the other scrolls.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and give me a spot hidden roll.
A hard success.
Okay, very good. So easily enough, first and foremost, you look around and you can see that there are plenty of peddlers who are dealing in like books, scrolls, kind of the more academic stuff, as well as artifacts, things like that. You don't necessarily see anything pertaining specifically to the Sedefkar Simulacrum or the Sedefkar scrolls. However, you look around and you do see a young man, probably in his late 20s, early 30s. You see, he kind of sits on a stoop. You can see he's got like a little laptop desk on his kind of hunched up on his knees, and he's got a pen. He's writing down some stuff. And with that, you also look and you can see what look to be 5 large Turkish nationals. And it looks as though they are heading in your direction with intent at a brisk pace.
Okay, can I do a psychology to see why they're heading towards us?
Yeah. Hard
Okay,
success.
I got a
Okay.
hard success.
Oh. You can tell that they look to be focused but aggressive. As to why, you don't know, but you know that they're heading in your direction.
Okay. Well, I will interrupt their pace. Are they staring at us directly or just the direction?
Let's see, what you get, a hard success?
Yeah.
With that hard success, on your spot hidden, let's say you say as they are getting closer, do you like stop them while
Yes.
they're approaching? You do. As they are getting closer, you kind of interpose yourself in front of them, and you can tell that they like look down at you and then keep looking just past you, almost as if they were intent on heading somewhere else that was in
Okay.
your direction.
All right. Hi. We're looking for a scribe to help us, and you guys seem to be the knowledge sort.
And you see that the one who's in front kind of grunts "Ugh," and begins to like he tries to push you aside.
Okay. I will attempt to intimidate. And well, no, maybe what would I do? Persuade. I will do persuade. I'll be like,
Persuade
I'll try to
them.
persuade, and I will say, "Excuse me, why would you try to do that? I'm talking to you. You know, the polite thing to do would be to talk back to somebody instead of push them, because I might get injured." Then I might have to call the police, and then you'll get stuck here for a really, really long time.
You see, he kind of like gets down and looks deep into your face and kind of motions towards his ears and says, "Ugh." He just kind of grunts at you.
Okay, I will say that in Turkish.
He says, "What do you want?"
Like I said, I'm talking Turkish, we're looking for a scribe to help translate for us. And you all look like academics.
He looks at the other group of his people that are with him, and a couple of them just kind of shrug, like,
Clay is just going to
You're
lean
in-
down to Jimmy and just say, "Yeah, academics, just like you, Jimmy."
I pull out a drink in the middle of wherever.
He's just leaning on
Yeah,
the back of the wheelchair, just watching. Like, I have no idea
You're
what's going
not
on.
scribes.
he says,
Speaking of wheelchairs, I'm sure there's not a picture of Jimmy in a pink wheelchair with dingle balls in the middle of Constantinople looking like he just died.
Oh my god, I love
which,
it.
by the way, I meant to grab a picture of Constantinople in the 1920s, and I it just slipped my mind. But if you look at Frost's background, that's a picture of Constantinople.
Oh, that looks just like the artwork I made.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
it
good.
does, it did.
All right.
Yeah, it did.
He looks down at you and he says, "We are not scribes. Now, if you will excuse me."
Hmm. Well, if you're not scribes, then you're no use for me, so I'll wave them away.
And you see they continue past you all. And they bear down on the young man who has the laptop desk. And he looks up like kind of bewildered, and they immediately begin to trounce him. And
What do you mean, trounce?
you see that
Beat.
one of them grabs his laptop desk and snaps it over his knee and throws it off to the side. And they begin to beat him
How
mercilessly.
dare you learn?
Oh, hey, stop. That's not okay.
One of them turns around and says, "Why don't you mind your own business, lady?"
Because we're looking for a scribe, and he looks like a scribe to me.
And you see he looks down and just kind of whistles, and everybody else kind of stops. And you can see just kind of
Does he owe you
past
money?
them.
Is that the
He's-
thing? He owes you money.
You see that they ignore your question and begin to walk away.
Okay. I'll go to the scribe. Are you
Yeah.
okay, dear sir?
Clay is just going to walk away from Jimmy, pat him on the shoulder, stand between where those guys are and where Chameleon and this scribe are now standing, just to make sure that they're actually walking away.
And as you're walking away, I go, are they always like this?
Turks?
No, the girls.
Oh, yeah.
That's wonderful. Okay, go ahead.
We're nosy
And-
and we meddle.
And as you approach, he looks up at you, and you can see that he's got blood just running down his nose. His nose is a little crooked, as if broken.
Okay.
but-
Hold on. I'll set his nose right. I'll do a first aid. Pop his nose back in place.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you kind of snap his nose back in place. It pops, and he lets out a wince. Ah!
Yeah, it's fine.
You say,
I've broken my nose many times.
He wipes his nose
And
and looks
dislocated
at
my
his hand,
shoulder.
and he says, in this Turkish boy in impeccable English, says, "Thank you, good people. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. These men had business with the government and went badly, and that had through no fault of my own, though I was their instrument.
In Turkish, I say, it looked like they had business with your face.
They chose to take their anger out on me. I apologize. You seem most alarmed."
Alarmed? No, we're looking for a scribe. You look to be a scribe.
He sniffs and wipes his nose again, wiping away a little bit more fresh blood and wiping on his pants. He says, "I think I might be able to help you."
Perfect.
Scribe,
And-
punching bag, tomato.
Yeah, we'll keep you safe. Ish.
I appreciate it. And he reaches down and grabs up both pieces of his laptop desk and says, perhaps I might be able to put this back together.
When you say laptop desk, do you mean like a school desk?
A lap desk. It's a
A lap
small
desk.
wooden desk you set on your lap on your knees
Mm-hmm.
to work with. It usually opens. It's about this wide by like this. It has a tilted front with a little stopper on the bottom, and you put ink wells and stuff on top. It's a little box that has an angled front.
I'll take your word for it, Aristotle.
I bought one for my friend for her birthday a long time ago.
In 1902.
I did say a long time ago.
1902 sounds about right.
You see, he goes over and he picks up his writing implements and his notebook that he was writing in.
Okay.
And he stuffs it all underneath of his arm, his notebook into a little messenger bag that he carries at his side.
One thing that we should talk price, and just so it's a requirement to have confidentiality and non-disclosure agreement with us. Anything you see and hear, you cannot repeat. You understand?
Of course.
A lawyer mobster.
What is it that you are? What are you getting into that you need this confidentiality?
Well, you'll see soon enough, but we can have a discussion, not in the public.
Clay is just chuckling. He's like, "My name's Clay," and holds out his big meaty hand.
Oh, nice to meet you. And he holds out his hand, which is covered in blood, and he goes to wipe it off on his trousers.
I don't think Clay would care.
Clay doesn't really. He just still has his hand out, just waiting.
And he
like whatever.
Is this guy wearing a red shirt by any chance? Well, red now.
You see, his shirt is now got a little bit of a spatter of blood on it, but it's just kind of like a tan undershirt with some buttons that go up from the mid chest up to the top, and he's got like a vest on.
Okay.
And
I'm Camellia, and this is my good friend India Maria, and my other good friend Walter, and the individual in the wheelchair is Jimmy.
A pleasure to meet you. And he shakes all of your hands and says, I am called Freyr.
Okay. Freyr. Well,
sorry.
we are on our way to the museum. Perhaps we can talk as we go.
The top copy. Good choice. I love that place myself. It's very nice. Lots of history.
And what is your rate, dear man?
Oh, what seems fair? Let's see. What's the? Let's see.
4 Turkish pounds to the British pound.
So
basically, $5 equals 4 Turkish pounds.
Let's say 4 pounds. And he looks nervous as he asks you.
Sure.
Good.
For the day?
Assuming
Yes.
it's per day.
Yes, per day. If that is seems fair to you all.
It just looks at Camellia. You wanted to be specific.
Yeah.
He just
exactly.
chuckles.
You have to be specific. All right. If we require you to do some transcribing and to write something, you can tell us what your rate is at that point based on the project, I'm assuming.
We will say that it's flat rate, 4 pounds per day.
Okay, then. All right. Well, let's go to the museum. By the way, why is there so much hatred against the British people?
They are occupying, and the Turks, we do not, for the most part, enjoy the occupation. We like the tourists and the money that comes from it, but the authority, the police, it's quite frowned upon.
It impedes our jihad.
Indeed.
All right.
Is there anything that you would like for me to read for you now?
Well, maybe once we get to the museum and the library.
Okay. So, you all head towards the top copy. Are you going to the museum first?
So yeah.
Okay. So, let's see. I think that there should be.
Well, thank you, John Gordon, for that. I didn't know that they were apparently occupied.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks to be Turkey.
Let's see. Man, they don't
Yeah,
really have pictures
colonizers.
of much of anything here, do they? Let's see.
Speaking of colonizers, I got trash pandas all over my back patio.
You come upon
They
the
don't eat much.
Top Copy Museum, which is multi-purposed. You see it's part mosque, part palace, part treasure house, part place of learning. And you see that there are plenty of people wandering about, as the museum is of particular interest, especially to tourists and academics alike. And as you walk in, it's a fairly tidy sum to gain admission into the museum, but you see all kinds of Turkish artifacts scattered about. Is there anything that you are looking for in particular?
Yeah, I mean, we're looking for a Sedefkar. We're looking for anything about the, not necessarily the Meme Sahis, but the black, was it the Black Mosque that we were looking for? Or
Yeah.
The black? And
The Black Mosque, I
there
think.
was
Probably looks
a
for the family too.
simulacrum.
What's his dick's name? That guy.
Oh, Makriot?
Yeah, that guy.
Ah.
Okay. You look around and you would guess that what would be faster than perusing about the museum, looking at each and everything, you know that you can approach one of the curators and ask to see a catalog of the the exhibits and the contents of the museum, things that they have, artifacts, if you'd like.
That makes sense.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
It'll give Jimmy something to do in his wheelchair.
Jimmy.
Okay. And so you look through the catalog. I am going to need a library use from somebody, unless you'd like to delegate that to Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Jimmy's a good choice.
Okay.
Jimmy.
And if it's in Turkish, we'll just have our new friend help, Friar.
Yeah, easily enough, Jimmy is able to suss out, even in Turkish, he's able to suss out the mention of the name Sedefkar. And he says, guys, look here. It says that they've got some Sedefkar scrolls here in the museum.
Ooh, nobody susses better than Jimmy.
Oh my god. Okay.
Excellent.
Yes,
Give
that's
him
what
a
we're
piece
looking
of Turkish delight that I bought in the marketplace. Just
That
you
was
know,
in
as a
your
treat.
pocket for an hour.
It's
Yeah.
a treat, you know. Kind of like a Scooby snack.
Let me see, does Jimmy speak?
Are you calling Jimmy a dog?
I'm saying he needs to be rewarded when he does a good job.
He looks over at the rest of you and he says, it says a little something else here, but I can't quite read it. Hands it over to one of you.
Walter.
And you look at it, and it basically says that the Sedefkar scrolls are not on display.
Yeah, probably have to get a
I
private
relay the
appointment.
message.
All right. It just means we have to convince them to show it to us. That'll be easy enough.
Or kill them, yeah. Convince. I don't talk like that. That wasn't me.
All right. I will find a curator.
Okay. One of the curators, you can speak with him. He basically informs you that you will need to speak with and convince a director, Professor Azap.
Okay.
And
that's who we'll look for.
And he leads you over, And the director has his own office kind of up on an upper floor, past where the museum stops. And when you're getting into the more learning center, the library, and all that stuff, somewhere in between there is the director's office. He knocks on the door and lets you in. And there you see a kind of a slender guy. He's got spectacles on the end of his nose, kind of a mustache that goes down to his chin, with a single patch of hair that kind of extends down just a little bit with a little bit of a gap. He sits at his desk and wears a turban. And he asks in Turkish, he says, "To what do I owe the pleasure to so many white people?"
Yeah, I know. Can I do a psychology? So look him over. I'm looking to kind of understand what would persuade him better. Us being just kind of interested in knowledge, or if we talk to him about the mysticism of the simulacrum and the statue and scrolls.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a psychology.
All right, I got a regular success.
Okay. So, based on his initial attitude towards you whenever you entered into his office, you would guess that he's more of a Turkish traditionalist and doesn't particularly care for non-Turks. But with that psychology roll, it's a little bit tough to say. You feel like maybe if you appeal to his Turkish side, he might be a little bit more he might be a little bit more amenable to your requests, as well as if someone were, say, more of the academic type.
I want to try a fast talk, sir.
Okay. And what exactly is it that you say?
I give him my best Willem Dafoe look, and I say, I'm somewhat of a Turk myself. And I fucking nailed it. Because
Extreme
Wow.
success!
Incredible. Okay.
Jesus.
because
So, with that, you all see the director like raise his eyebrow a little bit and says, "You are a Turk." and that must be very far down the line. Tell me, who is the? And he kind of quizzes you for a second. You can tell he's like looking at the color of your skin, and listening to your accent. He kind of quizzes you. He says, "What is the name of the treaty that's currently being negotiated?"
I tell him, because I know.
"What is the name of the up-and-coming leader of Turkey?"
I tell him, because I know.
Mufasa?
Mufasa. Mufasa? ¿Qué pasa?
So
says-
close.
Very well. Fine. Come. And he gets up and he pushes past all of you, leading out of his office. And he leads you all down kind of like a narrow hallway. You can see a couple of doors on either side of you as you pass. You guess that those are probably other offices and such. But you see at the end of the hallway is another door, which he proceeds to open. And you can see that it is another storage room. And inside, you can see a number of artifacts, pieces of literature which are not on display in the library, all kinds of things. But he leads you over towards the back of the room, and there in a glass case, you can see 4 tubes, which scrolls would be nestled into. And you can see that the tubes themselves are kind of a palish gray, but made of a strange material. and have.
Somewhat familiar material.
You can give me a natural world.
All right. I like natural worlds, even though I suck at it. You know what? I'm going to use a Jerica point since I haven't used that yet. Let's see if I get another lucky roll. No.
No? Okay. Do you ask the director about it, or you just let it go?
I asked him. I said, "Yeah, what are those made out of? They look very different than your normal scroll casings."
Well,
In Turkish.
the best that we can tell it is skin.
Ah,
This is why we do not have it on display, as it seems as though it does not shine the brightest light on Turkish
What?
history.
I understand. I would very much like to read them if possible.
Yeah, human skin, you mean? Not goat skin, not sheep skin.
Yeah.
Human skin.
He looks at you and gives you a nod. He says, "To the best of our education, or to the best of our estimation, is probably human skin." And with that, he, with your extreme success, no more, no more is needed. He gets out a key and unlocks the glass display case in which they are housed.
I will ask the Turkish guy that's with us to translate.
Okay.
Or I could read them.
You
Well, you might. You
Can
will
I
have
read
to do a roll.
yeah, absolutely. You get one out and you pop it open. And what you see is blackness. You turn it upside down and nothing comes out. You open it up, another one, empty. You open up another one, and inside is a very small note.
Oh
no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He says,
No.
and you see the director says, "Oh no, what has happened? Where have they gone?"
Is his name Grasnit?
No. The director's name is Azap. A-Z-A-P.
Mm-hmm.
Have we heard the name Garaznet in our
Does sound familiar.
previous?
You actually have not heard the
Okay.
name
Oh,
Garaznet.
Okay.
All right.
I will
So-
ask the director if he knows who Garasnit the thief is.
He looks at you and he says, I do not know who this Garaznet is. I've never heard the name of before.
Is it
Maybe he's
perhaps the person
who
that
found it?
that donated the scrolls to the museum?
Perhaps I'm not entirely sure. Hold on. And he goes and he gets in a cabinet that the display case was sitting on top of, and unlocks it, pulls it open, and fumbles through a couple of books. And he pulls one out. It looks to be a ledger, and he flips it open. And he says, "I'm just looking to see who was the last one to have accessed the scrolls." He looks at it, and his eyes are confused. He's like, "I'm not sure what this is supposed to mean. Does this mean anything to you?" And he holds the book out.
Mm-hmm.
And the last individual to handle the scrolls, the only man listed, is one Selim Makriat in 1823.
Oh
Son of a
no!
bitch, Clay says.
Oh
Wait,
no.
what year?
1823.
Oh boy.
And that, I
no.
think, is where we are going to end tonight's episode of Horror on the Orient Express.
Wait.
I definitely didn't make a Willem Dafoe meme.
All right, so let's get some improvement rolls out of the way, shall we?
Oh shit! I closed my thing.
Oh shit! Is that all you're saying?
I don't
I'm
think
gonna go
Jimmy's
ahead
got to go
and-
quite as early, so he might go last.
True. I'm gonna go ahead and get these out of the way because normally I don't improve anything. So let's see how it goes. Nope. What's the next one I got? Intimidate. Probably not gonna go up unless I roll
You
100.
stink again because you're so good.
Snake eyes.
Nope, nothing. Let's see, medicine. Maybe medicine will go up. Hey, medicine's gonna go up. I'm a bit of a doctor myself.
Ooh, 49.
And
41,
psychology. Nope. And last is luck.
Take luck.
32. Nope. So he increased a thing. Have at it, someone.
I only have 2.
Oh, go for it.
Got fast talk, which of course I did not do well in.
Of course.
Of
Yeah.
course.
In a history. Oh, look at that. I
Wow.
might learn some history.
Nice.
Not bad. Not bad.
And I will take luck, hopefully, because my luck is dwindling. Or not. Oh, well. I'm done.
Okay, I'll go. Intimidate. Nope. Law. Nope. Listen. Nope. Okay. Look. Okay, that goes up.
Very nice. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go next.
I murdered the chick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We
I
didn't
didn't
get
see
to
that.
the
Awesome.
roll.
Oh, it didn't. Oh, it didn't show. Okay, give me a sec.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shut up. That's
Okay. Very
awesome.
nice.
Yeah. And that was stealth, right? Okay, so stealth and then listen.
Nice.
Hey.
Okay.
Okay, not so bad on the listen, but you know. And then I had knowledge. Knowledge. Where did I leave it?
Oh, that
Oh, no.
Knowledge
that
can't
one
go
doesn't
up.
improve. Yeah.
Well, poop. Okay, and then luck, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh.
That succeeded just barely. Okay. Let's see. Jimmy's got library use. That succeeded. I'm trying to think. He didn't succeed. He was passed out most of the time, wasn't
Yeah.
Honestly, yes.
he? Okay.
I think that's
Um,
the only role he did.
Yeah, so he'll get some luck here, and got a hard success on that. So no luck for Chris. All right, so let me get us swooshed over. All right. Well, thank you everyone in the chat for joining us this evening. I know we're ending just a tad early tonight, but I wanted to, I figured it'd be more appropriate to end it now than actually get into anything else that's particularly large. So we'll go around and see what everybody is up to. Let's start this evening's grift off with JT.
Kidding.
All right. Nice.
Kidding. Come check out my vampire character creation stream on Friday on my channel at 9:30 p.m. And then check out Rift Sunday and everything else on Moonskull I will be on during the week. And I will. Do I give it to someone or do you want to do it, Mark? I give it to Naomi.
Hi guys. You can follow me on X at Know Me Without You. I don't have. Oh, the next thing I'll be on is the GCA on Wednesdays. I don't have anything planned up on the weekend because your girl's got something going on the weekend. But just follow me on X and see what happens. And then Frost.
I'm Frost. You can find me on Moonskull, Legend Seeker, and on the Tales from the Dragon's Tavern channel. We're getting close to ending our adventure over there. We're getting close. It's getting pretty
Ooh.
crazy. It's been very tense. It's a lot of fun.
And
And
here,
crazy. And Riffs is insane over on JT's channel. Yeah, we're having all kinds of fun. And you can find me in all my Linktree links. Give me a follow over there on X and on my YouTube channel, please. It'll won't do anything for the cats, but it'll make me happy, and then the cats will be happy.
Meow.
I'm gonna throw it
Huh?
at Sevi. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hello everybody. You can find me at Legally Sevi or Sevi Love, my gaming channel. You can also find me on Twitter and Kick and Twitch. The links are in the link tree of everywhere you can find me. Really close to getting to 9,000
It's over
follows
9,000.
in Insta. So close, I think. I think it was really close. The movie for this Saturday is gonna be Happy Gilmore, which we'll watch in my Discord. So please make sure to join my Discord. The link is in the link tree. We have movie watch parties every week at 1 p.m. Central Time on Saturdays. And before you forget, hit the like button. YouTube has changed the algorithm now, where they just don't want just views; they want engagement. So we need you guys to hit the like button and leave a comment right after the stream is done. And I'll pass it to Moss.
Yes, thank you. As Sevi said, I'll just kind of pair it off of that. Thank you all once again for joining us. Please do like the stream, leave a comment afterwards after the stream ends, because we need that engagement. You can find me here, obviously, several days per week. I'm also over on Tales from the Dragon's Tavern. As Frost said, we're getting very close to the end of Fear of Ages Past, and it's getting pretty intense, and I'm very excited about it, although I'm very sad to see it end. Yeah, also Kick Twitch for Dragon's Tavern Live, and I think that's all I've got. So with that, I will bid you all adieu, auf Wiedersehen, Gesundheit, and God bless.